What up, Mel? Thank you. Thank you. Hey. What up, Tiff? Sky Blue, what's good? Just waiting on Draper to get back in here. If anybody missed hour one, we were just recapping. You got me chips. Hungry. We were just recapping everything that happened in the past couple of weeks or whatnot, as far as like the protests, these politicians going stupid, all that. But it's time to get back to the petty shit. It's what we do best. So, there we go. Mel found me a bank, bro.
Mel, that's what I'm talking about, man. I don't know why, man. I have a savings account at OCBF. I don't even know why I forgot. Shit.
Really?
Yeah, I got an account with them.
So I heard, look, OCBF. I'm like, the church got him. The church got the.
It's let's see what else. Mount Olive Baptist Church in Arlington. I think they have a credit union. I think they have one too. Who else? I'm thinking. Man, I think that's it that I know off the top of my head that I know of that has one. But that's who I believe. I know for sure OCBF has one. OCBF has one. Mount Olive has one in Arlington off of Division. They have one. I saw theirs the other day. Dang.
Here we go. And if anybody's wondering what we're doing right now, at the end of last hour, obviously we were talking about, obviously buying black, bringing everything back to the community, whatever like that. And I asked, if anybody knew of any black-owned banks that are here in Dallas or whatnot, to let us know. Put it in the comments, this and the other. And Mel came through with one that's pinned at the bottom, if you're here in Dallas. Or, like Draper said, before that, we're looking for it. Like, if you have any businesses, black-owned businesses, tag them, put them, DM them to me, this and the other. We will post them. Listen, the last time when I posted on the page, this and the other, it was too many. It was too many goddamn comments and stuff. I was gonna form a list. But I was like, you know what? People could just go through that and find stuff, because people were just tagging. They weren't saying like what industry it was in and this and the other. So, sooner or later, we will form. Hopefully, we will get together and form like a directory.
Yeah,
all right?
Man.
So,
I even saw this, bro. Before we move to the next topic. I even saw this. Somewhere they said in Dallas, what they're going to do is, because everything is opening back up now, they are going to pick a black lounge. They're going to pick a black lounge or club every Friday, and that's the spot that everybody's going to pull up to.
You know what? It's the last thing, and I need black people to hear this. Hear all this. You see, they said black lounge. Not kung fu. The only reason why they're letting us in now is because they're not getting all that goddamn business, because Level across the street, which was black owned, I
Level.
thought I know I don't even know if it was black owned, but it was for us. So we went across the street. Then they started letting
Right.
us in, but we would Clutch was the next one who didn't want us. Who didn't want us? Who
Mm.
didn't want us? Now all of a sudden y'all back look y'all in there partying like shit ain't never happened. There we go
Yeah.
again. Look black people forgiving people too goddamn quick.
Right. And we talked about that last hour, y'all, about, do black people forgive too quickly? And, a lot of responses were that we do forgive too quickly. But, man, absolutely. It's a lot of spots out there in the Dallas night scene that was posted. Man, I found this Twitter account, man, and they posted a lot of spots, man, that,
Yeah.
has shown signs of racism
Oh my
and
God.
whatnot. And so, and I experienced some going to Fort Worth, and I experienced at one spot over in Dallas. But man, I think it's a brilliant idea. I think it's a brilliant idea. Now, whose ever spot is in rotation for that night, for that Friday, be ready to go. Get some extra staff.
Look,
Right.
this is my only bad comment of the night. My only bad comment of the night. Because niggas love Hennessy. Just have it. Hennessy and Ciroc. Just have it on deck.
Hennessy, Ciroc, and Patron. You'll have all three covered at that point. You got Hennessy, Ciroc, and Patron. Then you're good to go.
I really don't drink either one of those, but
hey, them the ones I'll be seeing at the tables. And with the bottle girls come through with the lights and the flashes, they be coming through like this. Man, them the ones I be seeing. I be seeing the just like that.
And then look, you always got that one lead. You always got that one lead one. So what you want to drink? What you want? Huh? Am I making for two? 2 or 3, yo. 2. All right. What you want in it? What you want?
You want? Hold on, baby. I can't hear you, baby. Say what? What? Okay. All right. Baby, I'm screaming. You can't hear what I said? You didn't hear what I said? No? Okay. All right. Fine.
Oh my God.
So I think, like you said, bro, the movement is happening. The movement is happening, bro. And man, I'm here for it. But what we can't do, and it's my last comment like this, for this topic. What we can't do is we can't stop. Like you said, we got to keep our foot on their neck and keep going, but keep the movement going to where we're not where we fizzle out, where we fade out. You know what I'm saying? We do, like, say for instance, they do the Black Friday thing or whatever like that. They do it for 4 Fridays, and all of a sudden everybody's back to business as normal. No, man, we got to make that. We got to make that change. And if it's some black owners out there that got some money, man, buy up some of these motherfucking spots and change the narrative. Buy up some of these spots and change the narrative. You're welcome.
You had a last one. I'm gonna get mine out, right? Because I'll keep going on this shit. I'll keep going. Look, my black people. When you go to these the spotlighted nights, and they don't have your little funky ass Hennessy, there are other whiskeys and cognacs out there.
Educate y'all goddamn self.
I promise you. I promise you. There are others than Hennessy.
I only drink Hennessy. No, you don't.
Exactly.
No, you don't.
You drink whatever the hell somebody buy your ass. That's what
somebody buy your ass, right? Hey,
that's what you drink.
Hey, bro, motherfuckers will mix brown and clear if it's a free motherfucking drink. I guarantee you. Man, I've been drinking brown all that. Bro, it's on me. Well, shit. Man, no, whatever you get.
You know what? No, you know what? This is what they do. Yo, what we drink? Man, been drinking brown. I've been drinking brown all night. Yo, where did dude go? Oh man, he wouldn't go buy the shots. All right, man. So yeah, so earlier tonight he did like this. Hold on. Dude, come back. Dude, come back to the table. Dude, come back to the table. The fuck is this, dude? It's the shots, nigga. It's the shots.
Shots, nigga.
Man, hold on. Man, I've been drinking brown all night. So you ain't gonna drink the shit?
You ain't
Is that
gonna
what you trying
drink
to
the
tell
shit?
me? Tell me. Hold on. This is the thing. This is the thing right now. So you gonna bitch up like that?
You
Huh?
gonna bitch up like that?
Fuck, man. It's the only one, man. Look, y'all trying to get me fucked up and shit, man. God
Man,
damn.
don't be a bitch, bro. Shit, I got it, bro. It's on me. Shit. Nigga, drink the shit. You ain't. Hey, niggas be quick to pull you in a guilt trip. Hey, bro. Nigga, I've already paid for the shit, dog. Like, man, it's on me. Come on, man. Yeah, drink the shit.
4 hours later, this nigga rubbing on chick booty. It's y'all fault, nigga. Y'all should have gave me the goddamn shot.
Y'all should have gave me the goddamn shot. Hey, they be like, that's why I'll never go nowhere with y'all, man.
Exactly.
I be doing that shit, bro. Every time I come out with y'all niggas be buying like all these types of shots and shit, man. I ain't doing this shit no more.
Hold on. Speaking of shots, what up, Liquor Slinger?
Liquor Slinger joins the spot. The man around the town, around Dallas. What's up, baby?
Hey, look, I'm doing infomercials right now for all your spirit needs, parties, meetings, anything. Right there, Liquor Slinger. Hit him up. Hit him up.
Are you in the mood for a cigar and a drink? Hi, I'm Liquor Slinger. I have cigars, drinks, anything you want, whenever you want, however you want. All you have to do is just read the number below, and I'll get with you. I'll slang it. How about that?
Pause. Yo.
Pause.
All right. So.
Pause. My bad.
Okay, so we're gonna have to talk about. We're gonna talk about somebody who's been putting their foot in their mouth a lot lately.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All of you ladies that are on here, I think this is going to get you all riled up, and we are here for it.
So you want to introduce it?
All right. Here we go. So throughout this whole time, there has been a certain quote unquote celebrity that has been saying some things that some agree with and some don't. Well, she was on a radio show a couple days ago, and she made a comment. And she made a comment that said something about dating a 9-to-5 dude. B. Simone is her name. And B. Simone is her name. And
baby boy.
Baby girl. What are you talking about? What are we doing? Okay. So, all the baby girls that's on here, we want y'all opinion about a nigga with a 9-to-5. She said, in so many words, she said that she doesn't want a 9-to-5 dude because he won't understand her lifestyle and that she does not want, or she won't be able to have the same support that she would have from an entrepreneur. She said she wants an entrepreneur type dude, a hustler type dude. She don't want a dude that works a 9-to-5. All right. That's what she said. Right?
Hey Brandy. Hey Brandy.
Hey Brandy, how you doing, Brandy? And so she said that she doesn't want a 9-to-5 dude. She wants a hustler, a entrepreneur type dude that will be able to understand her lifestyle. Because she said something, along the lines. You said it the other day, yesterday when we talked. So she said something about she had to jump on a plane, and if she wants to jump on a plane, to say, hey, I need to go here. You know, I want my dude to be able to go with me and do what I need to do or whatever like that.
So say,
Right.
look,
So, yeah. So I'm going to get your
I was
thoughts.
about,
And then I want
I was
everybody
about to
else's
say,
thoughts.
look, Tiff said it best. She said, all I asked for is for someone to match my swag. She said, I have a 9 to 5 and support myself, my own car, own house. Look, I was about to quote Boosie right there, but I ain't. But yeah, like Drake, like what Draper said is what she said. But when he sent me the text to look at it, I came
Yep.
in a little later. And by then her foot was already in her mouth, and she already like she went live and had other people on there, whatever, who basically was siding with her and start going left and this and the other. And somewhere along the line,
Right.
they, I think her message got twisted. Now her foot was already in her mouth. I
It
understand what
was.
she's saying. I understand what she's saying, but she was saying it all the wrong way. All the wrong way. Now everybody has their own preferences. Everybody has their own
Correct.
preference. I get it. They do. They do. You know, some like them tall, some like them short, some like them skinny, some like them fat. All this stuff. Some some are gold diggers, some are not. Some dudes are gold diggers. Some
Correct.
are not. Some are
Correct.
not. I think what she meant to say was what Tiff said. She wants somebody to match her swagger. But diving a little deeper into into what she was saying, I think she wants somebody. I don't think, even though, you know, Carlos Miller and everybody else jokes with her saying like she too damn picky, they ain't never seen her with a dude, she ain't never had no boyfriend, this, that, and the other. I think B Simone is the type of woman, and don't quote me this, I'm just going off of what she's saying. I think she's the type of woman who, I don't want to say needy, but she needs that personal attention. Like she likes that personal space.
I
So
can
when
see
she
that.
said, so when
I
she
can see
says
that.
that she wants, so when she says she wants another entrepreneur or whatever, she talked about the whole, you know, his hustle to drive, and they don't understand. And she even mentioned that, you know, if I come home and I'm in my phone and I'm, you know, emailing, I'm doing this, I gotta post this, I gotta send this, I gotta check this, blah blah blah. And he don't understand. He's like, how much are you gonna be on your phone? All that is prioritizing.
That's
Prioritizing.
it.
For one,
That's it.
if you're on that level, that you're on that level, you have a team, you have a
Correct.
assistant or whoever who can buy you a little time to spend with whoever. But my thing is her saying this whole he needs to hop on a flight, this and the other. First off, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you're on a 9 to 5, if you're on a 9 to 5, or if you're an entrepreneur or whatever the case may be, if you want somebody on your same level, and B Simone has worked her way up to a level to where she's always on the go and she's flying here, she's flying there, she's doing this video, doing this commercial, got this book, got these shirts,
Hmm.
on Wildin' Out, doing her comedy tour, all this other stuff. If you want somebody on your own level, that means that he's going to be ripping and running on the go as well, which means that your whole standpoint of dating a dude with a 9 to 5, you won't be able to see him.
Hmm.
You're not gonna be able to see that hustler dude because he's gonna be busy as the young folks say these days, he's gonna be busy getting to the bag himself.
Get into the bag himself. Perfect example. Perfect example. 50 Cent and Vivica Fox once dated. They were together. They were known as this power couple and all this stuff like that, right? They soon fizzed out. They soon fizzed out not only because they they were just too busy. You know, 50 came on and said it wasn't that we didn't, like each other. And for 50 Cent to say that, that's big. If 50
Mm-hmm.
said, hey, it wasn't that we didn't like each other. It wasn't that we didn't care about each other, but we were just too busy for each other. She was busy filming, doing her things, doing her shoots, her promos, and all that stuff. I was doing my albums, my movies, my shows, and everything. So we didn't have that time to actually just sit there and be there for each other. What it sounds like to me when it comes to B Simone is she wants a hustler or somebody really. No. Let me retract my statement. I don't think she necessarily wants a hustler. She wants somebody to be able to support her in what she's doing. I personally don't think she'd be able to handle somebody that's doing the same thing that she's doing, because they won't, like you said, they won't have the attention for her. Okay, they won't have the time to give her that attention, because she said, "Hey, if I gotta go jump on a flight and be with my dude, if I gotta go jump on a flight to go take care of this business deal or whatever, I want him to be able to jump on a flight and do that." Well, boo girl, baby girl, what if you need to go jump on a flight, right? But he has $1 million deal that he's about to close, that he has to go to a meeting for. So now that dude has to choose. All right, well, do I go with baby girl, or do I go close my deal? No, you go close your deal, brother, and go get that bag so both of y'all can win. So I think with her making that statement, she also needs to be prepared to what comes with that. Okay, because of what comes with that. You know, like the ladies have been saying, they have their preferences. Her preference is, she's saying that she wants somebody that can understand what she does and understand the type of person and the type of schedule that she has. Like you say, if you moving like that, you got a team. So therefore, you got an assistant that lets you know your calendar and all that stuff. Yeah, we all know business stuff comes up, stuff like that when you work for yourself. We get it, right? But in all of that, you still need to ensure that you're able to handle what your partner is doing as well. Because let's say because she even said that she was like, yo, I want a CEO. Do she know what the schedule is of a CEO?
I don't think she really does.
Like,
not in that. I'm about to say not in that realm. I don't think she does. Not in that realm.
I mean, and we can even, because she's quote unquote in the entertainment industry. So let's say that she was to get the CEO of a production company. Do you understand what the CEOs of production companies have to do? The schedule that they keep? I mean, it's meeting after meeting. It's flying to this person, meeting with this person. It's moving around the country. I mean, it's flying. It's on the phone, answering emails. It's a job that doesn't stop. And so for her to say that, yo, I want a CEO, well, boo-boo baby girl, you need to make sure that you're able to handle what he's doing as well. And I don't think, and that's just my personal opinion. You know, I agree with what she says. She needs somebody to support her. I think everybody does. But in essence, what you think you need, are you prepared to handle what you're asking for?
I don't think she is. And look, Tiff, thank you, Tiff. Sometimes, like, just get the fuck away from me. Move. Get the hell up. Get the hell on.
Listen. My time is my time. I need my time. And there is nothing wrong with that.
Listen. I treat it like a congressional hearing. I'm reclaiming my time, goddamn it. Reclaiming my time. Look, you called me in here to ask me that bullshit ass question. Reclaiming my time.
Reclaiming my time.
Get the hell away from me.
Reclaiming my time.
The NBA is back. The NBA is back, goddammit. NBA is back. Get the hell away from me.
Reclaiming my time.
She let, I don't need nobody. Exactly. I think, and that's why I go back. That's why I go back to the point I said that I believe that she's one that wants somebody. She likes that physical connection. Like, is that a love language? Whatever. I think it is. Yeah. All right. Whatever. So yeah, she likes that. She likes the touch. She likes that physical connection. So I said, with having this conversation, you know, with somebody, I said that either she's going to be the soul, and in that regard, maybe the soul breadwinner, or he's going to be working up under her umbrella. And it's happened. Wendy Williams' husband was her manager. you've had a couple of different cases where the spouse has been the manager or this and the other, blah, blah. It could work. But to have somebody on every flight with you or here with you or there, this and the other, I mean, I kind of question how big is their hustle if they're always up under you.
You know, sometimes, man, sometimes, people can get lost in the other person so much that they totally forget about themselves.
Let's
You
talk
know,
about it.
and so, man, I had to totally fire, like I fired my wife, right? Tell you how I did it. Okay. Tell you how I did it. I fired my wife. I did. All right. For everybody that's out there, I fired my wife. All right. Ro knows my wife comes to the house all the time. He knows my wife. So I fired my wife. Right. So this
I'm
is
gonna
how
have
I
to
did
hear.
it.
Hold on, people. I'm gonna have to hear about this shit later.
Yeah. So I fired my wife. Right. Okay. So this is how it happened. Okay. This is how it happened. I was like, you know what? I said, my acting career was picking up. I was like, okay, well, I said I needed more time to be able to focus on my acting, being an artist, and focus on that, so I could get my scripts, class, all that stuff. So I was like, hey, but I still needed promotions done. I still needed promotions done. I still needed to, hey, set up interviews, set up marketing, stuff like that. I said, hey, so she's like, well, I can help you. I said, cool. I said, well, can you serve as my publicist? I have a manager. I have agents. I was like, well, can you serve as my publicist? I said, you're good at talking to people. Can you serve as my publicist? She said, yes, I can. And she was excited. She was ready to go. Right? I said, cool. Let's do this. I set her up an email and everything, dog. Set her up an email and everything. Right? So I was like, all you got to do, I said, all I need you to do, okay, is I just need you to reach out to, stations, internet stations, radio stations, magazines, whatever, and just get press. That's all I need from you is just get press for me to where I'm doing interviews, where I'm staying, where I'm reaching some new people. That's all I need you to do.
Shit.
Send them an email, set up the time. I'll be there. We'll make it work with my calendar. Okay. So a few weeks go by, right? And so when you're developing a team, you ask, hey, so how's it going? What I got coming up? Oh, I haven't done it yet. Okay. All right. Cool. No problem. All right. Cool. We'll reconvene next week. All right. So then, so then 2 months had passed. 2 months passed. 2 months passed. I haven't gotten a single interview. I haven't gotten a single write-up. I haven't gotten anything, not even a phone call to do anything. I said, hey, and I did this. I went in and checked the email that I had set up that she could use to see if she had even reached out to anybody.
I was just about to say, Google done sent you an alert. Is this email still active?
Is it still active? Is it still active? So I go check, right? I go check, and she's like, "Nah, I'm sorry, I just haven't gotten around to it." I said, "Okay, all right, let's have a meeting. We need to meet. Okay, we need to have a meeting. All right." So we walk to the office. We sit down. I said, "Hey," I said, and I put on as if I was dealing with my agents, as my manager. I said, hey, as an artist, as a client for you, am I giving you everything that you need? Am I doing my part to ensure that we're having a successful, business partnership here? Right? She said, oh, yeah. I said, okay, well, if I'm doing my part, I don't feel that you're doing yours. She said, well, I just can't do it. I said, you know what? I'm going to put my husband hat on, and I'm going to tell you. I said, I think you wanted to be involved and for you to spend time with me. I think you wanted to be involved to spend time with me because of how busy my schedule is. And so you thought that if you took on a role that you would be able to spend more time with me. I said, well, I will have to respectfully, fire you as my publicist because, if we're going to
Oh
spend
shit.
time, but for you in that role, it wasn't working. It wasn't
No.
working. So I think she wanted, and she was like, yeah, she said, you're so busy. I just wanted to spend time. And so I applauded her for the effort of trying to say, you know what, if I can meet him there, then I'll do it that way. But the matter of it was, the real underlying issue was she just wanted to spend time,
That's it.
which is her love language. She just wanted to spend time, which is what it was. And so I think, and I say all that, and I tell you that story because I think that, like you said, I think with B Simone is, or her issue is, and some managers have done it. They've been able to live in the same house and do it, but the majority of the ones that I've seen have not worked out well. Mary J.
Listen,
Blige, Wendy Williams, they just haven't worked out well.
look, what's good? What's good, out wag? Yo, listen. She went on live with a certain young female, and yeah, I ain't gonna talk about her. But the young lady brought up as her examples. She was like, so when we're talking about, let's talk about the top level. Let's talk about like your Beyonces, your
Mm-hmm.
Rihannas, your blah blah blah. First off, when have you ever seen Rihanna with a celebrity for longer than 2 months?
Mm.
I'll
Chris
wait.
Chris Breezy, he was longer than 2 months.
Yeah, they were young. They were on and
But we know
off.
how that ended, though. We know how that ended.
Exactly.
We know how that
Exactly.
ended.
Exactly.
Shout out to Chris Brown. You
Stay out of
talented
cars.
brother.
Stay out of
I love
cars.
you. I love you.
And she brought up Beyonce. Now, yes, Beyonce and Jay. Hold on. Now, Beyonce and Jay, they work. But when they first got together, when she was 16 and he was, okay. So, yo, so let's just say early on, they did not spend a lot of time together. They
did not.
didn't. He was moving over here. She was moving. When time fit, they got together, whatnot. Now that he retires every other year and is back, all he has to do is go sit in on board meetings and this and the other. Okay.
Right.
He has a lot more time now that he's not actively full-time an artist.
Well, you're right. Exactly. Jay-Z has kind of, it's hard to use Jay-Z and Beyonce as the example because they're kind of the oxymoron of the whole, dating somebody that's just like me. You got, man, one of the legends of rap and hip hop and Jay-Z, one of the legends, Soulstress and Beyonce, getting together and making it work, but that for them, as their careers have shown, that takes a lot of focus. That takes a lot of a lot of determination, a lot of sacrifice. Now, let's not get it twisted. They've had some issues in their relationship early on, right? Early on, they've had some issues, but, they decided to stick it out, which is cool. They decided to stick it out.
It's a major issue in Trinidad.
Right. They had some issues. They had some issues. They made it work. But and what a lot of people need to also realize is Jay-Z kind of transitioned from being a rapper and doing a lot of tours and doing his own thing to more so, a businessman, to where now, like you said, he's sitting in boardrooms, he's just answering calls, making deals over the phone, saying yes or whatever like that, while she's still making albums. The last time he was on tour with his wife.
And that's what I was about to get to as far as they go. The music industry is a lot different than comedy, and it's a lot different than film.
Yes.
They're at the point, the two of them, they can make an album whenever they want to.
And you know this better than anybody. You can make an album whenever you want to, and you can record your verse wherever you want to.
Yes.
Right?
Listen.
Oh, right.
Listen. I can send a WAV file through an email. That's all it takes.
That's what I'm saying. So They could send so they could actually kind of be together, you know, or let's say, hey, you know, Jay-Z was like, hey, I gotta go, you know, close this deal over in Los Angeles. Cool, bet. All right. Well, Beyonce was like, well, I gotta drop this verse. No problem. Let's book some studio time in LA and let's do it there. Right.
And
she can drop her verse there and then be done.
And like for people who want to use them as an example, I can tell you right now, when they're in album mode, they block out an entire studio, not just one room, the entire studio, and they bounce back and forth between 3 studios. So they're working on multiple songs at a time. That's why Jay-Z will complete an album in 2 or 3 weeks. Beyonce will roughly have her album done within a month.
Yeah.
And then they pub and wait till tax time. So she drops her album, comes off a tour, and then she gets you off your tax money. She gets you off your tax money right after. Every year she does it. And they fall for it. But I got a question. Throw that seasoning.
Throw that Larry seasoning.
I'm gonna do my stuff real quick. Do my stuff real quick and put a little sauce on it. All right, ladies who are in relationships. Why do you take so much advice from your single homegirls?
Ooh-wee. Let me put that in the comments. Ladies, why do you take advice from your single friend?
Now, the reason why I asked that, and I mean this goes for dudes as well. They always say when it comes to business, or whatever, you always put yourself. You never want to be the smartest man in the room.
Correct.
You always put yourself in a room where where you strive to be at this and the other. The correlation with relationships, I've heard people like if you want to be married, this and the other, you ask the advice or you surround yourself with like-minded people who are there, who can give you sound advice. The problem is you have a lot of people that's in relationships or whatever who will ask their single friends. And let's just be honest, some of them are bitter off their last relationship, fresh out of whether it's been cheated on, dog, this and the other. It just didn't work. And you thought that you might have been married now with kids and this and all the rest of this stuff. You know, this men and women. It's men and women. I'm not singling women out.
Yeah, it's both ways.
Don't do that.
Both ways.
Don't do that.
Both ways.
It's both ways. Don't do that. You know, I'm equal. You know, I'm equal opportunity petty. So yeah. Look, why? I just want to know why. Why is it? Because 9 times out of 10, you end up single just like your homegirl.
See, Shell said it's not a good idea, right? So this is what I've experienced when it comes to the whole advice from single friends, and this is what I used to love about kickbacks, at somebody's apartment or kickback at somebody's house. You know what I'm saying? Somehow, some way, the liquor's flowing, the wine is flowing, and all of a sudden, man, this deep ass conversation just
and you know how
pops
it starts
off.
You know how it starts? It's always, I am being petty right now. It's always a woman. That comes out and want to ask, okay, guys, answer me this. Why doesn't look? It always starts that way. It always starts that way.
That's the setup.
Yes. Okay, guys. Why doesn't he like me? Why is he not into me? And the dudes are sitting there like, shit, I don't know.
Shit. What you do?
Exactly.
What you do? So, all right. So Shell say, married people seek my advice, but I'm only offering what I experienced when I was married and what could have been better from both parties. Cannot offer advice and hold on to resentment. Okay, so I agree with that, but this is what I feel as far as advice. From anybody. I think you also, if you're going to ask advice, you need to read the fucking room. Okay?
Oh
If
my
you're going
God.
to ask advice, read the fucking room. All right? If you got a homegirl that you know has an issue with dating, if you got a homeboy you know that can't keep a chick, right? Then you should know that that's not the person that I'm going to ask. But then also, you also need to ask the friend, right? You need to ask the friend who is going to be 100% honest with you to the point of where you be like, man, fuck you, or chick, fuck you. You need to ask that friend, the friend that's going to tell you the truth to the point of where they're almost making you look at yourself, and you're like, well, wait a minute. Now, I didn't do nothing? Well, maybe you did. You need to ask yourself. You need to ask that friend, because there's always two sides. There's always two sides to any and everything. And so if you're going to ask advice, read the fucking room. All right? Read the fucking room. Okay? Like, I'm not going to ask one of my homeboys who, like, man, I'm not never getting married. I'm not going to ask him, because he's going to give me advice of what he is.
It's gonna be the day before your. It's gonna be the day before your wedding, and he like, nigga, you sure you want to do this shit? I got
Nigga,
the,
like,
I got these bitches lined up, bro. Like, I'm just saying,
yeah,
like, you sure?
like, bro, you really want to do this? Like,
Oh,
bro,
balling chain ass nigga. Like, you sure
no,
you
check.
want to?
You sure you want to
But
do this, my nigga?
But you know what? And I'm gonna tie it all in together, because I just thought about this situation. And if it's B Simone, that box. Here it is, that box. If it's B Simone's situation and this question all in one. All in
Throw that
one.
bitch in there.
So I mean, everybody, well, some people know once upon a time, like I used to train athletes very successfully, by the way. And this was a time frame where literally at the gym, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning till probably 6, 7, 8 p.m. at night. And Draper can attest to this. And I mean, it was nonstop. Now, I was seeing a young lady, and of course, in the beginning, y'all dating, this, that, the other, everything's cool. It's
Right.
cool. Like, you got time? Hey, I'm at the gym, this, that, blah, 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 whatever. And I've always been one, they say the whole checking in. Hey, little text message, little phone call, this, that, the other. Hey, how your day going? Day's going good. How yours? Oh man, it's good. I finally got a little time, to text you or whatever like that before this next session comes in.
Mm-hmm.
What time you getting off? I don't know
Right.
yet. Depends on this, that, and the other. Well, a couple months down the line, it comes back, and I will admit, most of during the week, Monday through Friday, during the week, most of the time that we saw each other was evening times.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. It may seem like, hey, evening times, all he wanted to do was come over and smash. That's it, blah, blah, blah. We never had sex. Never had sex. So that was not even a question. And yes, ladies, men do hold out.
We do.
Sometimes.
It's not
Sometimes.
easy. It's not
It's
easy.
not.
But
It's
we
not.
do. We
It's
do.
not.
We're focused.
It's not.
We can focus. We can focus. We do.
Because we sleeping. I used to, bruh, hey, every night. You gonna feel every night. You gonna feel this shit. So, whatever, y'all. But so it's like, so the conversation came up, of like why we only see each other at night. And I'm like, okay, we've been going through this for at least 6 months, 6 months now. And I've told you, Monday through Friday, this
Right.
is the schedule. This is the schedule. At that point in time, there's only two people in the company. So we're handling everything.
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 Right.
And I mean some classes are 20 to 30 athletes in that class. So handling everything. So I get over a crib one day and remember what I said, look, B Simone wanted somebody who was constantly by her. So we get into the conversation and she says, I don't think you're really serious about this. And I don't think you really want a relationship. I'm like, what makes you ask that? We've kind of had, good communication. We've been, having fun so far. Said the other. Well, I talked to my homegirl. Me and my homegirl had a conversation. And, I kind of told her that the only time that we really see each other was at nighttime or whatever. And she's came out and said like, all he want to do is smash. He don't want to, he sees you, he wants to keep you private. He only see you at this time. Maybe he blah, 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 stuff. And so me, oh, really? So what home does this? I keep probing and mind you, like my memory is, yeah. So like a couple weeks later, she's talking about, her home, like a home girl that she knows, this, that, and the third, that's going through this issue and all this, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, this talk that she had with her home was a single home girl who was seeing a married dude
Oh shit.
who had moved her into a house a couple houses down from his wife. But you want to give somebody information about their relationship, but you
Wait. Well, first, wait. We we not finna just pass by this nigga moved in. His we hold on. Whoa.
we
Whoa.
we out of here.
We we is not finna just pass by. This nigga moved his side chick into the house, 2 houses down from him and his wife. We not finna slide past that.
She
Okay.
she knew about it too. She knew about it. She used to babysit the kids, pick them up from school. I'm joking. I'm joking on that part. I'm joking on that part. I'm joking on that. I'm joking on that. But she did know, and it just made me look at the chick a little different because I'm like,
Understood.
you know this about your homegirl, but yet you're taking what you feel like is sound advice from her on your relationship.
Correct. 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 That's cold. That's cold. That's cold. That's cold. And and to be honest, and this is for anybody. This is for anybody, male or female. That's not fair to you or whoever's in the relationship because you're not getting a fair assessment of what's really going on, right? Of what's really happening with you and her, okay? Because she's taking this advice from, as Shell was saying, the not good idea homegirl, and getting this advice from this chick saying that, he just want to smash or whatever like that. But, baby girl, your man's side chick is 2 houses down. Okay.
Two.
2 houses down. So maybe you're not giving the best sound advice. Now what she should have done, or if it was on the other side, what he probably should have done is, maybe she knows or has a girlfriend that's maybe dating an athlete or something like that and be like, yo, like, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with, your man not being there? How do you deal with your man working late hours? I think that's what we don't do as before we go ask advice. Well, who is this person dating?
You know
or
what?
Married to?
You know what? We said we back, right? Back in good spirits. Back up. then I ain't letting that shit off the hook. Ain't letting that shit off the hook. Her family, her family, her family was in the NFL. So she was all too familiar. She's all too familiar with that whole lifestyle.
Oh,
All too familiar with that whole lifestyle. So
oh,
she already knew. She already knew.
oh, okay. 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 So, all right. So then let me ask this then. All right. Let me ask this then. I'm gonna pose this question. All
Okay.
right.
Mm-hmm.
The question you posed was, why do we take advice from our single homegirls or homeboys? I'm gonna pose this question, and this is for everybody that's on right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, yeah, yeah. Yes, it is red wine.
Yes.
Um,
And yeah, yeah, I need you to go as hard as you did for bullshit ass jagged edge, goddamn. Let's go.
all right. Do we, as man or woman, all right, man or woman, do we sometimes ask that homegirl or homeboy that we know may not give us the best advice? Do we ask them intentionally to help make us feel better?
Mm. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm gonna take it a step further. Take it a step further. Two parts. Two parts. What you said, no, what you said is very true. What you said is very true. Sometimes, sometimes we specifically ask
Mm,
certain friends to pacify us, to
mm.
pacify us, to make us feel a certain way. But also, mind you, these are your friends, your circle, which means that well, most people, you know them and they know you.
Right.
A lot of people, like for me, like, for me, for instance, most of the people that are in my circle have been in my circle for 10 to 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they know me. They know me when I'm in my Mike Lowry moments, and they know me when I'm in my Marcus. And they know me when I'm in my Marcus Burnett moments. They know that. They know that. So sometimes not only do we ask certain friends so they'll pacify us or whatever, but sometimes we ask certain friends certain things about our relationship because we want them to give us the goddamn answer so we can leave the situation that we should already left.
Mm. As like a justification
Yep.
of what you already know. You already know that you probably should leave, or you already know what you probably should do. You already know.
Yeah.
But you need that justification from that one friend, right? To tell you what you already know.
Hold on. And why does that look? Why does that one friend that you ask like that, thinking that you gonna get that shit, the answer response they give you, now you already know what to do. I don't know why you bullshit. No, I don't. I
Hey,
don't. That's why I
I
asked
think
you. That's why I asked
asked
you.
you. I asked you for a real. I asked you for a reason. You
Man.
don't. Hey, you try to justify like this. You the one friend that tell me the truth. That's why I asked you.
And then they say, look, and then they say, man, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. If you want to stay, stay. If you want to go, go. Well, look, whatever you already know, whatever you decide, I got your back, 100 grand, but, you already know what to do.
You already know what to do. You already know what to do. Ain't no. Hey, you already know. You already know what to do. Ain't no need of me even telling you this. You
For
already know.
real.
You already know what to
Hold
do.
on.
Ain't no need
And
of
then
me telling you this.
hold on, you keep asking them, and then you get to pissing them off. You get to pissing them off, and they be like, how long you been in this fucking relationship?
And then they start reading your situations to you. Like, nigga, I remember that time that shit happened. I remember when this shit happened too, right? Who'd you call? Me. So who gonna tell you the truth? Me. So this is what you need to do, all right? You need to go on and just leave. I ain't gotta tell you this. You already know this shit. You just need to leave, all right? Now I don't want to tell you no more, all right? Like you be going through your story and everything. They just be hitting you with, man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo,
What?
hold on. They cut you off. You want to drink? You want to drink?
Because they know you finna come with some bullshit. They be like,
Let me
so
get, look,
for real.
Let me get their ass looking. Let me get their ass looking up, man. So I don't want to hear this shit. I gotta look. Here's a hold on. Here's a statement. Here's a quick look that always baffles me. Always get me. Why is it that after you break up, like after a chick break up with a dude break up with a chick, friends are always like, nigga, about time, nigga. Look, I was waiting. Look, hey, I ain't want to say nothing. I ain't want to say nothing, but nigga, like fuck.
Nigga, what took you so long? God damn. God damn, nigga. Like, hey, nigga, I told, hey, nigga be putting dates and shit out there. Nigga, I told you this back in 2009, nigga. You ain't want to listen then. I tried to tell you.
Hold on. Chicks be telling their homegirl, nigga, I told you he was a fuck nigga. I don't know why you I don't know why you kept fucking with it. You kept talking about this love bullshit.
I told you that whole crew some fuck boys. Yeah. I don't know why you been fucking with him. He the ringleader of the fuck boys.
Hold on, look. I told you when I saw him with Johnny over at Level last weekend or whatever that they won't fuck shit. If you want to keep talking to this nigga, see, I bet you learned your lesson now, didn't you?
You learned it now, huh? Didn't you, bitch? You learned it now, huh? Didn't you? Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Get mad, dog. I'm telling you, my baby, be like that though, dog. You be like that though.
Oh my God. Hold on, and then your boy look. Oh, and then your boys like, see, this was the fuck I was waiting on, man. Look, ain't no sobbing over it, man. Let's go over here and rub on some booty, man.
Listen, dog. So what you gonna sit there and be sad over her? I guarantee you she not being sad over you. What you gonna do? Come on, man. Go rub some little booty.
Hold on. Look, then you get out. Yo, my boy's single. Man. Like, go talk to him, man.
Nigga be hitting his face like,
boy, man, you fucking up my vibe. Man.
Man, my bad, bro. I just
fuck my bad, man. Hold on, that mad homeboy the one in the relationship. Man, see, this is my only goddamn time I get out for the whole fucking month. And your ass fucking up the vibe.
Yo, hey, listen, I was that friend that I had a homeboy, man. Him and his girl was getting into it, and she stormed off, right? She stormed off, and he was mad. And so I come out the spot with a drink in my hand, like, nah, let her go, man. Let her go. Let her go. Man, she want to walk off, let her go. Man, we gonna have a good time. Man, she ain't finna fuck this up for us. Let her go. Man, we gonna have a good time in here, bro. Let her go, man. She'll be all right.
Oh my God. Yo, hold on. I had a homeboy come to me one time, going through this and the other. Breakup situation. Had a couple drinks or whatever. I'm a Texan. No, the fuck you not. Give me that goddamn phone. Turn this shit off. Nope. Hey, look. Hey, you came to me. We going in tonight, goddamn. We going in.
Listen, I'm telling you, we be like, no. You're not finna text her. You're not finna do it. No, you're not finna. Hey, because we get mad, then we get mad at him. You're not finna ruin this good time for all of fucking us.
Exactly.
You're not finna do it. You're not finna do this. Don't do this shit. We didn't bring you out for this bullshit.
Listen, goddamn it. Look, you see. Hold on, look. You see what the fuck I gotta go home to. You see what I gotta go home to this bullshit. You're not finna fuck this up for me. You are not finna fuck this up for me.
Ladies, that's what we do. That's the talks we have with each other. That's the talks we have with each other. The talks we have as we, go through with our homeboys.
2025. We coming back.
We coming back. No, we coming back. We coming back.
Let's get it. Hey, listen. Tell a friend to come back right now. I got 15, 14, 13, 12, 10. You already know what it is. It's Midweek Vibes. Tell a friend to add this and the other. We coming back in 5, 4, 3, 20 seconds beyond that.